Hey YouTube, I am here with Miss Stella on my land here in Guatemala, and I wanted to make a video to get current with my YouTube channel. I've had some things happening on my Facebook page recently where, because of my recent travels, I was in Asia for 2 months. The Facebook algorithm got confused about where I am, who I am, and so as part of like a safety measure to just make sure that the people who say they are posting on pages that could in effect reach big audiences, it's a security measure. So right now I'm locked out of my Facebook page. It's really challenging because my Facebook page I've been doing this work, and it is work, for the past 8 years, and only in the last 2, now going on 3 years, did it become something that could support my lifestyle. Fuck, there's like so much I want to like catch up on, and this is why people don't understand. They're like, just do YouTube, and I'm like, it's like, yes, there's so much I want to catch up on. And so when I made a post yesterday on my Facebook page just saying like, hey, here's the reality of the situation, I can't post on the page. My assistant Chani, who is in the Philippines, she can still post on my page because she's an admin on the page and her profile is not under question. So I posted on the page and I said, hey, here's the situation, I'm currently locked out, but I am interacting on the High Vibe Tribe and my subscriber group, so you know, if you've ever wanted to be a part of that, you know, please come join us. And it got the worst possible reaction. People were just so offended by the idea of me asking people to pay for content. And what I realized is that I didn't do a good job at educating the value and the service that is provided to people in the subscriber group. So that's through my Facebook, through the Facebook page. I have a subscriber group, and what that does is it gives us a smaller community where we can get to know each other better. Every 2 weeks we get on a Zoom call together. So if you've ever like wanted to talk to me directly and get to know me directly, that's the space to do that. Yeah, my hands are really dirty because I was down at the bodega. I'll show you in another video soon the progress. It's muddy magic to the extreme. It's great. So that's why I'm a little dirty. So anyways, so the reality of the situation is right now, my YouTube channel, while I was in Bali, my assistant who helps me download my videos from Facebook and then creates the thumbnail, we do the description, we do all the tags, we do all the stuff, the hashtags, there's a lot more like layers that go into it. She helps me put them on my YouTube and my Instagram. We've had some technical difficulties. We've encountered some difficulties that put us behind on that work. And so right now my YouTube channel, at the time of recording this video, I'm still in Bali. So, and also on my Instagram. So it's funny because I am back in Guatemala, and I've been here for a month. And some people are like, I see you on Instagram, you're still in Bali. I thought you were, it's like, I know, we're catching up. So people were upset when I made that post yesterday inviting people to the High Vibe Tribe, because they're like, oh, they're free platforms, why are you making people pay for your content? And it's like, yes, like I'm aware, and I'm working on getting this channel here current. Right now it feels so crunchy to even just do this video because I was trying to get caught up to at least be in Guatemala before I release more content being in Guatemala. But it's a extenuating circumstance, I think that's what they call it. So I'm putting this video out, and I'm trying to come up with the best way to build and to grow from this point, because one thing that's really come alive recently is just this reality that Facebook is kind of a unstable platform right now. I have a friend, Wendy, who completely lost her page. Now, just to be clear, some people think that I'm in the situation as Wendy. No, I'm not in the situation. We have different situations. My situation is based on the fact I was traveling internationally, and it set off the Facebook algorithm about identity confirmation. So it temporarily restricted me from publishing as my page until they confirm who I am and where in the world I am. My friend Wendy, someone submitted some like false claim of something just like atrocious that I won't even say. That was not at all ground. It was like the hater hated in a way that got her page actually shut down, like dismantled her profile, like shut down the page, like just like a guillotine, like it like came down on her like that. So Thankfully, I'm not in that situation. But when that happened to her, I got really scared of like, wow, this could happen to me at any moment. And, you know, for the past, you know, since COVID started, this has become my career because so many people have been watching on my Facebook page that the ad revenue has been enough to support me and my lifestyle here in Guatemala. So the reality of essentially losing my job. I know a lot of people don't think that this is a job. They don't think that making content is a job. I would disagree. I would say it takes a lot of time, effort, thought, energy. Part of it is you have to deal with people hating on you. Like there's a lot of blessings that comes with it, but it's also like a really challenging profession. This is 2022. Yes, being a travel blogger, being a content creator, being an influencer, yes, it's a real job. And if people don't think so, then if you think it's like not a real job and so easy, then just try it yourself and see. Try it for 30 days. Just commit to 30 days and see what it's like, you know, and then speak about it. So a lot of people, so there was also this voice of criticism of like, get a job, which has been something that artists, entertainers, performers have been hearing from people since the beginning of time. So I don't consider that to be an insult. I consider that to be kind of cool because it puts me in the rank with some really cool people who created a lot of really great things in the world. You know, I think that's what's challenging is when we deal with something so intangible. It's like, you know, the guys down there who are working on the house and the bodega and these structures, like, it's really obvious. Like, they have manual labor where you're, like, building something. You know, you put in hours, you get out a building structure, right? If you were to put in the amount of hours that I've put into this, like, you would have a high-rise building, like, right? But because it's so intangible, you don't see anything physical from it, so people doubt and question what it's worth. So where was I? So the reality of the situation is right now, the place that feels most comfortable for me to post is I still love posting on Facebook. That's just the reality of the situation. And the supporter group, the High Vibe Tribe, which is a smaller container of just really kind people who are all about uplifting each other. It's a much safer place than like the bigger page. It's a place where we really get to know each other. It's a place where we're really cultivating some really special relationships and just this sense of like belonging to a group, to a family, to a tribe, you know, and like being a part of something where we feel included and seen. That's the idea about a high vibe tribe. Now the reality of the situation is like, that's where I feel good about posting right now. You know, I can just go live. I can post my little clips of Stella and Fievel. We just adopted a new pup at Karuna. So the reality of the situation is right now, that's where I feel comfortable posting. That's already where I have a lot of friendships and relationships and kind of a flow. So, you know, I'm getting back here on YouTube. I'm trying to figure out how to do the best way to do that. Like, do I just insert this video in the middle of my Bali videos and then pick up with the Bali videos? Like, so it's a little crunchier and it's a little like, I'm not quite sure the best way to like proceed. So I'm figuring it out, you know, and I feel like this is such like a symptom or like a metaphor or like an example of the times of like, just, you know, I don't have the whole picture, but I'm just doing the best I can with the next thing. And another thing I realized is like, the importance of trees. No, that's not what I realized, but that's still true. The importance of like, yeah, you know, I realized that like I've been coming at it with like some like fear of losing my job, losing my income. And I want to shift that. I want to adjust that and be like, no, okay. And I realized that was a lot of my failure with how I presented the High Vibe Tribe of like, hey, lost this page, but hey, you can come over here where I'm still active. And it was in the spirit of sort of like lost, like in this fear of loss, right? In this fart cloud of fear of loss, right? And what I realized is my biggest error was that, no, I need to be grounded in my service. Like, how can I serve people? What is the best way to serve others, to create wholeness, to give value, you know? So I really see, you know, it's like balance. It's like, imagine balancing a broom on your hand. Now you can really see how dirty my hands are. Imagine balancing a broom on your hand, right? You wouldn't be like holding it in one spot and then you're fine, right? No, you'd have to like, woo, sometimes like dance around and like move your hand and find that sweet spot of balance. And I feel like that's a good metaphor for life, you know? We do these things, we see, whoa, okay, that was not received well. Like, okay, what does that mean? Like, how do I need to adjust myself to be in greater alignment with, yeah, just like with my highest self, with my highest offering, with my highest way of like serving others, like on this earthly plane. Like, okay, so all information is good information. Like, you know, it's all here for my learning. Like, how can I look at this and grow from this, you know, and not just be pulled down by it? So it's like being in that mindset where I'm really looking for the lesson, I'm looking for the blessing, right? And I'm really orienting myself towards that highest path. It's always there. It's like, sometimes it's like walking a razor's edge through a minefield of jellyfish and razor blades, you know? It's a fine line, let's just say. So anyways, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. There's a lot of uncertainty. I'm going into a silent retreat this week at Karuna. It's a 3-day thing where I'm just in silence, not online. It's actually feels really great right now. So I think I'm going to have a lot to just reflect on and meditate on, think about how do I want to proceed forward? What kind of business do I want to create? How do I want to serve people? How do I want to support myself? What feels good? What feels alive? You know, what feels like, what feels right for now? You know, I think, you know, with the way things were going with my page over the past like 3 years, it was like, wow, so great. This opportunity to support myself through doing what I love just like blossomed. And it's like, okay, I think I kind of was taking it for granted, you know, and just realizing, okay, that could change, it could go away. Okay, that's life. Like, change is inevitable. Like, okay, so how can I be flexible with all these things while still like being grounded in my faith? And the last thing I'll leave you with is, you know, when we are in these moments of change, because you're human, you get moments of change, you get moments of doubt, you get moments where you're like, oh my God, what am I, is this still good for me? Like, what am I doing? Like, is this the right path? What, right? So it's normal to have these moments of doubt and confusion. And what I'm really just staying rooted in is just trusting and relying upon God. The right answer, no matter what life gives you, is to trust and rely upon God. So how do we know when we're doing that? Well, I can tell you when we're not doing that, when I'm not doing that, I'm freaking out. I'm feeling really anxious. There have been times I've chain smoked cigarettes because I was so, you know, nervous and scared and just in the future fears and the past pains, you know. So when I trust and rely upon God, I stay in the moment and I can be at peace. I don't get ahead of myself. I don't dwell on the past, but I can just be right here, right now, enjoying what is, enjoying just being at peace and just trusting. So trust that things are working out. Trust it's all working out in your highest good for your benefit as it was all along, and all will be well. And that's it. All right, thanks for watching this video, guys. I will see you soon.